Welcome to the Player Supreme Show brought to you by ZenMac.com. Yeah, fellas, welcome to the show. One of the brothers has given me a review of my 7 steps. So I haven't read this yet, but I'm going to read it with you. So if there are any surprises, okay, well. He writes, "Hey Supreme, here is my review of your program, like you asked. The program was well worth the money. Through the lessons and assignments, I now know..." I've always struggled with N-O-W and K-N-O-W. I don't know why, but anyway, that women aren't better than me. I'm a former high school cross-country champion, a college graduate. I studied abroad. I am passionate, working on my master. I have a good job that I am in a lead position, and I am almost fluent in another language, and I'm only 21. I was talking to a guy that's in his 40s. Ain't doing shit. He's still working at a movie theater. And he's after one of my ex-girlfriends. And I'm counseling him on how to get her. And she likes winners in life. And this brother's accomplished so much by 21. I mean, he's working on his master's. Wow. If a girl isn't feeling me, then fuck her. She is the one missing out. This is the major part of my game that has lacked. Basically, I lacked balls. From the age of 10 to 18, I had an abusive stepfather, and my grandparents were really the only positive adult influence in my life. Another thing I learned from your program is the importance of applying marketing techniques. Okay? Someone, I think it was the kid, said I took his 13 piece of paper and was teaching that. No, I applied marketing techniques, business techniques to the game, as this fella has learned, to your game. I was completely clueless to the eye contact, the most basic choosing signal, and it is my duty as a player to step over with eye contact. I have improved my dress big time. I got a consultation from Jovina and had my older sister help me buy new clothes. I have always had a decent body, but more on the lean side. I have had a 6-pack since I was 15. I've been working hard on my upper body for the last 2 months. I've gained 12 pounds and stayed at 5.5% body fat. This is what I'm talking about. It's the skinnier guys that have the best bodies on the planet, because when they put on some size, they still have that 6-pack going on. Okay? My body type and, of course, the endomorphic type are not the best body types have, in my opinion, for the game. Because lean guys, when they pack on some muscle, they look damn good. Okay? But he said since about 15. But I've been working hard on his upper body, 12, blah, blah, blah. I am currently 164 pounds at 6'1". So he's my height. And I used to be 159. So he's actually a little bit heavier. In my bodybuilding photos, I was about 159. Actually, I was 159 the night of the competition. Then I went to 160 the next day from eating. We went out to eat after the competition. Okay. From these changes, I can already notice more women looking at me. The conversation and fuck skills are the fun part of the 7 steps. And I'm putting that chapter out on the Kindle market. So you'll be able to get to, at least, if you don't have my 7 steps, you can at least buy the fuck skills portion of it. Okay. I have not completely mastered this part yet, but I did have one of my women say my sex is the best she has ever had. Just think about when he masters what I teach. He's already got a woman saying it's the best sex he's ever had. Okay. Again, I keep telling the people in the community, I'm from the real world. I learned through real life experiences, not some theories and graphs and shit. I figured out what works with women, and what works best is actually just communication. That's the best thing. Ask her, what does it take to get you off? What you need, baby? You want it a little slower? You want it a little faster? You ask. Okay. Cause she knows what she needs. And a lot of women are embarrassed to ask. So when you start asking them questions, never mind. You get that in my 7 steps. He writes, it is a huge boost to your confidence knowing you can provide good sex. And that is so fucking vitally true. That's what gave me extra power when I would go to the nightclubs. In my past shows, I talked about I'd go to the nightclubs. And in the African American race, people who are light-skinned are considered mistakenly to be the prize for women out there. But so when I would stand next to like biracial brothers and compete with them, I would put in my mind how much better my sex with me would be over him. And I would broadcast that energy to women that I looked at. So they could kind of pick up on it. I had more confidence. I had that cocky smile. Because when I look at them, I would think about all the good pleasure I could give them. And that gave me a boost in confidence. So they felt me often over taller, better looking males than myself. Okay. He goes on to say, but also important are the conversation skills. Like you say, control the mind, control the pussy. I am grateful for your help, your programs and videos. I was not a virgin when I found your site, but my only girlfriend in high school asked me out because I lacked the balls. When I started college, I got a girlfriend who had also had low self-esteem that ended up cheating on me. And that's a very big blow to a male's ego out there when you have a woman that cheats on you. Then I became simp for another girl for 5 months without even a hand job while she was fucking another man. Wow. Whoa. I mean, really, whoa. Man, this brother, think about it. This brother waited around and with the girl simp for 5 months. And she didn't give him nothing while she was getting the shit fucked out of her by another dude. And look at him now. He writes, I promised myself that I would never let that happen again. Thanks to your teachings on your videos and now 7 steps, I was fucking a woman the entire time I was in Korea. I now have 2 women on my team back home. Okay, fellas? As I said, I'm from the real world. I teach real world knowledge of the game. I had to figure this shit out the hard way. Plus, I'm a minority. Okay? And if you don't know what that means, I was hunting white women during the time period when, and it's still not totally kosher. It's more acceptable nowadays. But during the time period where, white women were not choosing up on a lot of brothers out there. Okay? So I figured the shit out. So what I have works for everybody, not just for Caucasian males. And it's based on the truth of the game. Truth of the game. And that's it right there, fellas. It's based on the truth, what really works out there. It's not based on 13 pieces of paper, sitting there like a bitch, batting your eyes, waiting for a woman to come do a perimeter breach. The truth matter is, when a chick just checking you out, step the fuck over. Find out how deep the rabbit hole goes. If there is any interest. Hopefully you got game when you walk over and conversation skills. Because that's what it takes. It takes true conversation skills. Now, I've told you fellas that I go to coffee with these older fellas. And this morning, I was alone with the older guy who's actually still a player. He's in his 70s and fucking younger babes. But the thing about with older dudes and younger chicks is you got a trick to them. And he was explaining that, he took this one chick to, Vegas and, gave her some money to gamble and stuff like that. And, she was hot young sister. And that's the way it is. That's the way it is. So if you see anybody, teaching some, older guy, young chick game, that's all about tricking. The girl likes what that man has in the form of security. He can provide for her. They're looking for providers, which I've talked about. So anyway, like I'm trying to teach you guys is my game is based on the real world. Okay. There's some fella, Asian player that, tries to date strippers. What you guys don't see is that's about tricking. That's about tricking. Okay. That means, money. So I give you real world stuff. that actually is going to work for you. Okay? Good luck to you.